Look, there's that boat. Yeah, we'll get to that later. 7:28 a.m. 14th of August. So the Native American drug dealing female is heavily involved with the gear. She gets up on schedule for the last 72 hours around midnight. It's just different times. We'll get to it. The good military doesn't need me to get to it. Let me just try to do this with an earplug as protocol outdoors in Port Townsend. Okay, so she's using the gear and she does it for quite a long time. It could be drones, it could be a lot of stuff and things she's got herself heavily involved with now. Okay, so it's beyond drug dealing. It's been like that since I came in. She was involved with biological weapons and all kinds of shit, but I can't ever talk about it. And I've lost my patience with that because I just fucking said it, okay? But I won't discuss it over and over again. So I've known since I arrived that that individual female is so fucking over her head in counterterrorism, in espionage, in terrorism, in every kind of fucking violent crime, attempts to overthrow your government, just treason, just straight up arrest. And when you're arrested, you are given the capital punishment of hanging. I've known that since I walked in on June 12th, but I can never talk about it. So it is August 14th, and you can only ask a person to cooperate with that for so long. So I've said it once, and I won't say it again. This is what I'd like to do. I'd like to go to another homeless shelter. I've frankly had enough of watching these kind of idiots hide from the military in a military building and wake up in the middle of the night on schedule every day. It's every fucking night. She gets up and does it. In fact, the little tush goes to bed nice and early just to get up to do it. So she's getting paid. She's under the delusion that she's going to take Washington, D.C., that she's going to take the country, that she's going to take those two African countries. They're just going to have everything they've been promised. And so this morning I said to them, and they don't comprehend it, and then if they even comprehend anything, I said it in the dining room, I just said it casually, like as if I was talking out loud, just kind of humorously, casually saying it. I said, Vladimir Putin kills all of his thugs. He doesn't keep any of his people alive. He's a foreign dictator, he's evil as hell, and he does not care for people, especially Americans. He doesn't care for anyone. He's an antisocial, psychotic, sociopath, whatever they want to label him. Killing a human being is not something he has a conscience or guilt about. He's a sadist, and he's a sadist like them, where he has it in common with, I can't remember the terms. There's two types of sadists, people who do sadistic shit. Some of them have a conscience and they want to not be noticed doing it. They want to get the pleasure and reward of giving someone pain and suffering, but they don't want the recognition. Now, Putin's completely opposite. So he falls in the same category as his retarded idiot thugs that I've encountered here at the Legion, that I've encountered here in Port Townsend, that I've encountered with my own family members, and that I've encountered in Washington, D.C., where I encountered terrorist compounds linked to Vladimir Putin, okay? He kills these kind of thugs, okay? That's all that happened in the Capitol. If it wasn't combat with the good guys, he was just killing his own people, which is what something like that happened with Gwendolyn Ball. It was either a good guy who assassinated her, or it was somebody who came in, like one of the evil military guys, not on behalf of Putin, that just took her out, dude. So, and then she went out the front door in a body bag, okay? If that was even her, but she was killed, okay? So, everybody went bye-bye there, dude, okay? All right. And then on the date of October 16th, we had fake cops come into a place of historical atrocities committed by the United States, okay? In the United States, 15 minutes from Donald Trump's office and Joe Biden's office. All right, so what I tried to say this morning, and they don't comprehend anything. All they know is the Sober Cafe. I only know the Sober Cafe. So they're just doing his dirty work in there triple time. It's Putin's, because this whole area was promised a white wonderland by Vladimir Putin. He's a vicious neo-Nazi. We all know that. And so I mentioned that too. I said, you know, he particularly hates black and brown. He has no problem killing the Native Americans. It's the first thing he plans to do now. Whoever promised you in the Arab camp, these two African countries, I doubt you'll ever see that. Vladimir Putin, if he could have his way and take the U.S. and take all these regions and geographic areas that he wishes he could with the U.S., Saudi Arabia military branch. This is the Kuping military here. There's not going to be very many Americans that were thugs or that were lower ranks that would ever see that day. The only people taking those two countries in Africa will be the white man. And for you as a black or a brown person in the United States, and I said this in the Capitol, I said, for you to ever believe that. And he's going to take, along with the U.S., they believe, the white nationalists here believe the same delusion, all of the Middle East. When the Saudi prince let the financial shenanigans happen at the Mecca, that was all that the religiously driven Muslim terrorists needed to know. They already knew enough. But he was in action representing the white man. They're literally supposed to take over all of the Middle East. And they do this through individuals like Netanyahu and so on and so forth. I, being out here in fluid combat, oh, fuck yeah, that's all it is here. I can't be focusing or narrating or lecturing this anymore. Look around me, man. Today is another day of the same shit. I just left the Legion. They're playing with electronic weapons in there. They're playing with bio weapons in there. There's been fucking everything in there, okay? And there's two females that think they're running the charge, okay? It's the staff member who's hit me twice with a bio weapon. She's a female. They all come and think they're taking instructions from her. And then it's this fucking Native American woman. And so I'm wondering why, because these foreign dictators are doing it deliberately, okay? Deliberately, because nobody except an American idiot or some European idiot would put any female in charge ever for any combat. That's it. And my superior sisters are the first ones to tell me that. Men do combat. And the fact that I have to tell an American this, to this day, I'm not even lowering myself to this crap, okay? This is time to stop engaging with the insanity. If you do not understand what I said, then I cannot help you. So they're taking orders from two tushes in there, okay? And then when it doesn't work, every time it doesn't work, the attempts on my life, oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so, but I can never talk about what they do. I can never talk about my family. I can never talk about what my mother fucking did in the house. I can never talk. So I'm just making these statements and never able to back it up. I'm fucking had enough, okay? So today we're at it again, okay? And the ones leading the charge is this, I believe she's a sex worker, but I've seen that before. In the Capitol, I got a very good education on sex workers thinking that they're my executioner. It was every one of them. And every one of these sex working executioner wannabes all died. All right, so this morning I've had enough, dude. I've had enough of not being able to use the bathroom in there. I've had enough of all of it, okay? I've had enough of them walking by and looking in to see where I am, to see what I'm doing, to see if it worked, the little special weapons, to see if this worked. And how come that bio weapon didn't work when I hit her before she was supposed to take a shower? How come none of it's working? How come you're using a fucking weapon on a person when you know it doesn't work? And why do you keep giving it to these people? You know these bio weapons don't work. You know the special weapons only burn my skin. You know they don't work, but you keep fucking giving it to them. What the fuck? This is exactly like the Capitol. This is the Arab camp. They're cracked out and they're out of their fucking minds. But these are mostly white ones, but it's a heavy Pakistani Arab influence here. It was all over yesterday. I believe that they are telling these fucking white and fucking Native American thugs to keep using fucking weapon that you know it doesn't fucking work on the fucking target. I'm just fucking racing at their fucking discretion when they feel like making my air toxic. oh, it didn't work. And then they all run up to these two women and they get mad at these two women because they have this perception that these two women are leading the charge here and there in the fucking Legion. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? When I filmed that dancing freak on the beach, I had just walked through an entire beach of being hit. Pew, 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 with the electronic weapon. It doesn't fucking work on me. The good military, US fucking military, has known that since my mother's fucking house. The bioweapons don't work on me. The chemical toxic agents don't work on me. I'm not trying to get shot out here in actual fucking combat out here. I'm not trying to get stabbed or shot at with something that could stab me. A million fucking ways to draw somebody's blood. Okay? Because see, I know I bleed. I know I can get cut. I'm not trying to fly. And I'm not trying to walk on water. But your weird crap that you've drawn all these meth addicts into at the Legion, that you've drawn my relatives into, that you drew all these lunatics in Washington, D.C. into, and that was used on me routinely. Before I go to court, they'd gas me just to the moon and back. I'd be gassed. Does anybody remember that? It doesn't work and they're still trying to do it. Yes, from east to west coast. And then don't talk about it, Heidi. Don't talk about it, Heidi. Don't talk about it. Do you know why Putin is having people do this here? Because he's so mad about that business from Moldova. The Russian mob fucking business. It's not my company. It's not anyone's company. It's the Russian military's freaking business. They seized it because it was illegal. It was used for acts of terror. It's been don't make me describe when cops bust and they take a place. That's what they did. But he's got it all running from some Latin countries. Some of it was in Brazil. It's these different branches of properties and so on and so forth. The business was out of Moldova. They finally got that out. Then it went to the UK, the business, some of the finances where the stock market is, it's millions of dollars. He's got the natives and the whites here thinking they're going to buy jacuzzis, Corvettes, Bon Jovi leather coats. He'll just fucking kill them when the job is done. And it's not my company. He's got my parents, if they're still alive, writing down every word I say on Facebook and YouTube. Everybody's still just gonna get her, arrest her. She said something on Instagram. It's endless. Hell. It's not even my company, which I have reason to believe, yes, that there are legal binds my name to that company. I have reason to believe that, but I don't have the hard evidence yet. When and if I ever see that, it's not even fucking mine. Give it right back to the Russian military. Give all that shit back. Money, everything back. What I deserve, okay, is, yes, compensation, so on and so forth, for being just brutally poisoned in Washington, D.C. I deserve compensation, and thank God we have a good police department here, Port Townsend Police Department. I deserve compensation for being victimized in the Legion. And when it doesn't work for them, they all get mad that I'm still there. I'm enemy number fucking one everywhere I go here in Port Townsend. And sadly, the cute Jewish guy, he doesn't even want anything to do with me. So not even a Jewish fucking cute guy. You'd think he would like me, right? With all these neo-Nazis? Well, think again. He's chosen his neo-Nazis. So I'm disappointed about that, but I actually put this in writing, so it's not a surprise. I'm not fighting with him. I'm not going to go there and fight with him. He wants to be in the club with these fucking Nazis. All I want for the Jew boy is to not get whacked by Putin. Okay? Because he's using every fucking one of you. And that business that you're fighting for Putin for isn't any of ours. It's not mine either. So you people in the Legion are so fucking brain dead. I can hardly take it. I'm checking out and I'm going to another fucking homeless town. Probably Port Townsend or Port Angeles. I cannot take this anymore. You're so fucking brain dead up at night with your fucking special weapons. I can't fucking take it anymore.